everyone, welcome back. Of course, I hope you're already in for some new DIY inspiration. If you're new here and you see me for the first time, welcome. My name is Yanni and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. I keep it short. On this channel you will find seasonal DIYs and daily decor DIYs, so enough to see. Do you want to see even more DIYs? Come on over to my description box. There you find all the links for our DIY channels, so go check it out. And if you like this content, of course, I hope you will subscribe to my channel, because subscribing doesn't cost you anything, and give me a thumbs up. Enough talking for today. I'm going to take out my tumbling tile blocks again. Of course, I hope you join me. And if you're only here for watching, of course, have fun watching. For today's DIY, we need, of course, our tumbling tile blocks. We need the half blocks. That means that we just saw one of the blocks in half, and we need a couple of them. We need our wood glue, some paint, I used probably the red and the black, some furniture wax, some glue from your glue gun, and of course some brush and some scissors. So these are the main pieces we are going to need for this DIY. What we are going to do, we are going to try to make two wooden nutcrackers. So I never made a wooden nutcracker, so we will see how this will turn out. But that's what every DIY with me, we always see how it's turned out. We are going to start with both of our nutcrackers, and we are going to start to make their heads. So it's very easy. We just take 7 blocks. This is 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have our wood glue. What we're going to do, we are going to lay them, all of them, this way on the side and this way. And if everything is correct, you have 7 pieces in a row. And we are going to do some wood glue in between, and just do it in the middle, so the wood of the glue is not falling out of your blocks, because it can give some stains. And the last, and we're going to place them really on top of each other, this way, and just squeeze it for a moment, and then readjust it and make a nice straight line like this. Of course, also place them this way, and again press them. And this is already one. We make again now 4 pieces, 5, 6, and 7, and we do the same again. Again this way. This is 1. This is 2. Of course, I need to do some glue on it. And number 3, number 4, and 5, and the last number 6 for glue. And again, we are going to place them against each other this way and make a straight line. Press them this way, and again redo them and give some nice straight line again. And we're going to place it this way, place it down, and this is already the first side of our heads. We're going to take a block, and if you're looking, he is totally fitting under here. So we get our glue, and we are going to do some glue, and we're going to place it against here, and we do the same over here, this way, and again squeeze it, not too hard, because you need to keep the straight line, this way and this way. This is already 2 of our head start. Now we're going to take 2 of our half blocks like this, and I'm going to do some glue. And most of the time I do the glue on the sides, which I did with my jigsaw. So that's always not always a nice side. So that's why I'm doing this one. And we place it exactly on the top of the block, which is over here, this one. So we're going to do again, look for where I did cut it. I did cut it over here. And I'm going to do some glue. And I'm going to place it on top of here. And press it a little, and we press also here a little. Now we already have the start of our 2 heads of our nutcrackers. Of course, I have to press it a little bit harder this way, and I let this dry. Our heads are drying. We are going to take now 6 blocks because we go lower and we go to the face. 4, 5, 6 again. We are going to do some glue on this side, of course, and in the middle. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3 and 4, and the last number 5, and we're going to go to each other again, and this one, and now we have 6 of our blocks, and we are going to place them this way and squeeze them a little, and then again make a nice straight line. Of course, I have to squeeze a little this way. And I have to tell you that someone who doesn't love to see how I do it step by step, don't worry, I don't mind. Just go skip forward and look how it's turning out. But of course, I hope you do this DIY together with me. This is 1. Now we're going to do again 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we're going to do another one. This is 1, and this is number 2, and in the meantime we are already doing 2 nutcrackers at the same time, so we have a nice set when we have the Christmas. And I know it's early, but I am a Christmas channel, so that's why I do the Christmas DIYs over here, so I can do what I do love the most, and that's of course DIYing for the Christmas season. I'm just a Christmas Christmas lady. I love Christmas. I'm going to place them and squeeze them this way, press it down and make a nice straight line like this. And of course we let this dry also. Now also the faces are drying. We are going down again, and we are going to the chest, at least the up part of your body. We are going to make 7 blocks. I have here 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So I'm going to repeat the same. This is, I hope at least if you see it that you say, oh, this is so easy to make, because it is. But I hope he will turn out so nice, because I have a nice collection already of nutcrackers, because I am crazy about the nutcrackers. A little bit too much, I think, because I have already so many nutcrackers, so from every different sizes and colors, and because every year I have to buy a couple of them, so I think I have really a little craziness about the nutcracker. I don't know why. I really don't know. This is already the first start of our body. What we're going to do, we're going to take 2 blocks and we're going to glue them together this way, and again we lay them down, squeeze it, and we do some glue on the upside, not totally to under, but over here this way. And now we're going to place it a little lower on this side. We take again 2 blocks this way and going to place them on top of each other again this way, squeeze it this way, and we do again a little glue, but not totally to under, only this part, and we're going to place it on the same height that we have with the other one. Of course I have to redo this one, and I think I have him straight, and this is already first one of the top of our nutcracker. We are going to do again 4, 5, 6 and 7, and we are going to make a second body. This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and the 7 will be very easy. Just close to it again, close it in like this and squeeze it, press it down This way, make a nice line, and this way, and we're going to turn it over, and we make sure that everything is straight until here. We take again 2 blocks. We are going to do 2 blocks together again, the same like we did with our first chest. I think this, do you call it a chest? The chest is the upside down, but of the upside down, the upside of your body. I don't know if you call the whole piece your chest. I really have no idea. Leave me a comment down below. And we only do the top part because we are going to lay it down a little lower and this way. And we do the same with the other side, of course. Again, glue them together and squeeze it. And we do also glue over here. Oh, you see already he's almost empty. And again, squeeze it and press it down. And we do here the same again. And we let this part dry also. So we keep these two pieces of course on the side. And what we're going to do, we are going to take 7 blocks again. So we're going to do 7 blocks on top of each other again. This is 1, because we're going lower and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a number 6, and the 7 block. Just squeeze it, press it down this way, because now we can still readjust it, because this one needs to be inside of the other one. Of course I could have done this earlier and then later on do the arms, but that was not in my mind. Now I'm going to all the way, and now I see that that I still need to press this one in. So we're going to do some glue over here on the middle, and we are going to have to place it in. Of course I have to readjust my arms a little, because he needs to get in over here. I have to make sure that he goes off a little, so I can press it in this way, and then my arm still can come over here and squeeze everything inside. So this is how he will be. Of course it is a little around in another direction and another way, but of course we get there. And again, we're going to do also for the last top, we are going to do the middle side, number 3 and number 4 and number 5 and 6. Of course he's turning again. Always when you want to do it fast, everything is working against you. And now we're going to do this one here and number 7 over here. So, but we will get there eventually. Squeeze it and press it down, and we are going to readjust it, place it on the sides, again lay it down, and we are going to take the top, and we are going to remove one piece of the arm, doing our glue inside, and we are going to place it in here, and we are going to readjust our arm again, and now everything is coming nicely together and this way. And now we really are going to let this dry. So now we have the head, we have the face, we have the middle piece, and we have already a piece of the legs, but we still need another piece. So we take again 7 blocks. And I know sometimes it's a little bit boring, but for everyone who wants to make it, I want to make it so easy as I can tell you. So, and this is number 2. That's why I also counting the blocks, so you are sure how many blocks you need for your nutcrackers, because I hope they will turn out very nice. And number 5, and the last number 6, and 7 is of course just closing in with it. And again 7 pieces like this. I'm going to squeeze them again, and I'm going to readjust them, lay them on the side this way, and again. And if you spilled some of your glue, it doesn't matter, just before you go, if you paint it, is no problem, but if you're going to put it in some furniture wax or stain it, maybe you can better sand it first before you can stain it, because the wood glue can make some some little spots on your wood, because it's a chemical, but at least it can make some pieces on your wood. It's a very difficult place. And again, we are going to do 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this will be the last before we're going to make the boots. And this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last 6. And again, roll them together this way. And we're going to squeeze it this, and we have to press it down and place it on the side this way. And of course we let this dry, and now only what we need to do is some boots. So the last piece what we're going to do is, of course, and which is taking a lot of drying, is again we take 3 blocks. So like this, we're just going to do again some glue, and we do it a little bit further because these 3 will go in half later when they are dried up. So I'm going to take 3 blocks, and this way I'm going to squeeze it and make a nice straight line, and this block will be later in half, so we get a piece of the boot, and this is already also a piece of his boots. So again, make sure that you have a straight line until you let it dry, and again place it over here. And we're going to do the last piece, which also will be the boot for the other nutcracker. This is one, and this is the last one, and then we are almost done with our nutcracker, at least the base. So then you don't have to hear me counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you are finished. Then we are going to almost decorate it and paint it and make it look like a nutcracker. So, and this is everything which needs to dry right now, and I will be back when everything is dried up. On the table you see already all the pieces of our 2 nutcrackers, and I also did cut out the blocks in half. We just made the 3 pieces on top of each other, and I just cut both of them, this one in half and also this one in half. So you get a nice little, this will be his ending of the feet. So, and what I did took out a half block this way. I got out my pencil and I just made a line a little bit sideways like this. I will draw one for you so it's a little bit better to see. Of course, I will try to do it out of hand because we need a nose, and this is how he is looking like. And I did cut out 2 of them and they turned out like this. Very easy, you see, just a little, yeah, it looks a little bit like a point with from some cheese, you see. And this will be the nose, so it's very easy. And if you have a cutter, maybe you also can cut it out, but with a handsaw it's very easy to do. So I have 2 of that one, of course 2 noses, 2 of the feet we did, and then all the pieces we already glued together. So this is very easy. The only thing what I was forgot is, of course, the nutcracker needs to come on a stand. So I'm going to make the stand and let it dry before we're going to paint everything. And I'm going to take very easy 3 blocks, and I'm going to do some glue on the sides and on this side, and again place them to each other this way, and again squeeze it, press it down and make a nice straight line. Let it dry. We're going to make a second one, and this will be for one stand, and I will make of course also for the second one a stand again, and this way squeeze it this way, and again a straight line. And we have the second one, and we're going to now make also for the other one, and I'm going to try to get also this one in parts because we're going to glue them together and then you won't see the brands anymore. So I'm going to, and so we get used to of all our blocks, because I am not loving wasting blocks because they are still very good blocks and then you would throw it away, and I don't like that. So I try to use everything. This is one, and oh, this is a very bad one. You see already, I just got this out of the package. You see, he is totally messed up. So I'm going to take 3 new ones because I don't want to mess up my nutcracker. I really hope he turns out the way I have him in my head. So I really hope that it does. But I'm going to paint it in the colors, I think red, dark blue and black, but you can choose any color you like. These are just the colors I like for the nutcracker also. I let this dry and then we're going to glue everything on top of each other. So 4 of them are dried in a little. I'm going to get my glue and I'm going to make a nice square around it and a little in the middle. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And again, I'm going to place this one on top of here, and I'm going to place this one on top of here. And I do it in a twisted turn because I like a little bit different of structure. So again, and we're going to let this dry also. So we are ready to paint, and I'm going to start with the black color. What I'm going to do, we are going to use, of course, the head. We already have 2 of them, and we need the pieces which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in a row, because for the face we are going to do this side, but this is 6 pieces. So just count your blocks, then you are sure that you have the leg. So it is 7 blocks, and this is 7 blocks, and we are going to take our glue, and we are going to glue this one on here, and we're going to glue this one on here. So I'm going to take my wood glue, and in the meantime, while I am painting my head, this is drying. And of course you can do it with some glue from your glue gun, that works much faster, but I'm going to go for steadiness this time. So I'm going to do some wood glue over here, and I'm going to do for this one, and again some glue. I'm going to place it over here, and some glue over here, and also place it over here. And then we are going to try to squeeze it a little, like we do with everything. Just squeeze, and also this one, and make sure that you have again a straight line. Then your work looks much better. So you see, this is how it will turn out. This is one we lay it on the side, and this one we still need to squeeze more and press a little more, and this one also squeeze and press, because we want to be sure that he is not falling off, like this. For the black, I am using my black schoolboard paint, but you can use any black paint you like. Of course, this, just take your time for it, and it's also very relaxing just to paint and not to hear me talk all the time. So I'm going to do this with some music. Our black pieces are drying. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the bright red. Of course, you can use a little bit darker red. I'm going to do the arms and of course the top, and I'm going to have to be careful that I don't paint this one. Of course, he will be a belt, so you can, it doesn't matter if you go over the line a little bit because he will be a black belt, but of course try as best as you can just to leave this red, and this will be in the dark blue. So I'm going to do some red on top of here this way, and I'm going to very carefully just go around my top of my nutcracker, and this can of course also be red, it doesn't mind. So I will do both of them in the red color, and then we're going to do the blue. You see here on my side also the red is drying. Before I can do the dark blue, it has to be dry. So we're going to go with the block of 6, and this will be our face. And I'll do this in some furniture wax. Of course, you can do it in maybe a light pink or maybe in white or something else, but I'm going to go for the rustic look. And this stand, which is our nutcracker will stand on, I will do in some furniture wax. But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to take the 2 pieces we cut out, and I'm going to use it as a nose. So I'm going to glue it on top of here, and I'm going to do it this way. I hope I can show it to you this way, and the point is going up like this. So I'm going to do some glue, and I'm going to glue it until the last block on top. So I'm going to do some wood glue only here, and I try to make as less mess as I can. And I'm going to place it in the middle and lay it down. I have to look if I have them correctly. This way, and this is one. Now we're going to do the second one. Of course, also a little bit of glue. I try to do it as less as I can this way, but of course he still needs to be glued on top, or else he will be falling off. And again, in the middle, lay it down, and I'm going to turn it over if I'm sure that I have it in the middle, this way. Press it down like this. So we're going to let this all suck in for a little moment, but we are going to start already with our feet, which he will stand on. And again, some rustic furniture wax, and I have the very dark rustic furniture wax, but of course it's very cheap, so you can buy it anywhere. So I'm going to do this in some wax, and then we're going to later, the last step will be the dark blue. And the last piece what we still need to paint is of course the underside of our nutcracker. And like I said, I'm going to do it in the dark blue. Of course I have to use the, the right top. So I'm going to do some blue on top of here. And you see already, I'm not going to do anything because this is a new one. So I can wait a long time before I can start painting, because here still the lid is on top of here. So I'm sorry, now we can go further with our DIY. And this, of course, I'm going to do some glue of some paint on top of here, and I'm going to make it, and it is a nice dark blue, and I love the dark blue like this one is. So I'm going to do the rest with music again. You see already I turned over my placemat and I have all the pieces of our nutcracker over here. But the last thing we are going to do before everything is glued together, I'm going to get just a bead 4 times. And I did on the underside of one of the holes, I did a little piece of wood, and I'm going to do it in some furniture wax. So this two, and I need 4 of them because I'm going to use this one as hands. So I need 4 of them, and I'm going to take some furniture wax, very easy, and just take some of the furniture wax and just do it with some wax over it so it gets a nice rustic look like the face and the rest of it. So this way I'm going to do all 4 of them. So I have my buttons also in the gold color. I showed you this way. And what I did, I have some eyes, because I am really terrible in making faces, like nose, like a mouth, like eyes. I'm really bad in it. So sometimes I don't know what to do, and this is just the case with the nutcracker. I don't want to destroy it just with making a face, because I'm so bad in making faces. So I'm using a googly eye. At least I think I will use it. I will see. But what I'm going to do, because this is very plastic, if you know what I mean. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my gold marker, and I'm going to go very carefully only around the edges of the eyes. Very easy and very gentle little line. So we get a nice gold touch on the eyes. And like I said, I hope you are a great drawer and you can make your own beautiful eyes. I will show it you this way. You see? Now you have a nice, I hope you can see it on camera, a nice golden line around your eyes. I also did 4 of that one. So now we are really ready to glue everything together. So the first thing what we're going to glue is of course the hands. And I'm going to get one of the beads. I'm going to do some glue a little in the middle like this. And try not to use too much, because too much is never a great thing for gluing your bead. So I'm going to glue this one on this side, and I'm going to glue this one on this side, and I'm going to try to get it as even as I can. So you see, if we turn it over, he has little hands. This is already one. Now we're going to do the second one. Of course, again, some glue in the middle. And I'm going to place it over here and squeeze it and let it dry. And we're going to do the other one this way. And I'm going to place it also over here. And already now we have our hands. What we're going to do, we are going to get, of course, again a front. We are laying it down, and we are going to get such a half block of the which we painted in the black. And I only did with the gold marker a little, it's not totally a square, but it has to look like a belt. And I'm going to glue this one on top of here, but I'm going to do that with my wood glue. So very easy. Do a little line. At least I try to get a nice little line. Of course, my wood glue is almost done, so like this. And I think he's already a little too much, so I'm going to dab it off, because I don't want too much glue. And I'm going to place it over here, and I have to look that I have the lines in between like this. So, and I'm going to squeeze it and wait a couple of minutes. So we have on both of them, we have the belts on top. What we're going to do, we're going to take our golden buttons, and I am only using 2 because they are a little bit bigger. you see we have used here a 7 block, so we're going to go in the middle in the 3 here and 3 here, and the middle piece we are going to do our button. So we go just going very simply some wood glue in the middle like this, and we are going to place it. Of course I have to count for myself also, and this way I'm going to squeeze it like this. And now we're going to do the other one, also a little wood glue on the ending, and we are going to place it in between, of course, also like this. You see already, now he already has his button, and we're going to do for the other side the same. And if this is boring you, like I told you earlier, just go ahead, skip forward, but I love to show you also the decoration part. So, and again, I'm going to place it next to each other, so I'm sure that they are almost at the same height, maybe a little higher. And then we're going to do the other one. And we're going to place it also under the other. And the glue is now white, but of course he glues up clear in a clear color, so don't worry about that. So if everything is correct, I have it on the same height. And you see, this is already looking so nice for on top of our nutcracker, or at least the middle piece of our nutcracker. We are going to build it further. We are going to build glue his face on top of here and his head. Our middle section is almost drying, but I was thinking, because my boots are very simple, I think it needs some laces. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my gold marker again, because my accent color is gold. And we have a block of 7 pieces. We leave this one alone. So we make 3 dots, of course, on here. 1, 2, and number 3. And I do the same on the third one, and over here, and over here. And I'm going to leave this one open, and I'm going to go further with this one and the last one. And you can make your rounds a little bit bigger, because they are openings of where your laces go through. And again over here, and one over here. So now you have some dots, and we are going to make them together with a cross. Very easy. And we go to this side, and we go from this side to this side, and this side to this side, and we do the same over here, and we do the same over here, and the last cross. And you can make them as thick as you want, and I have the accent color, of course, of gold, but you can use any color. Like I always tell you, do the color what you think is right. I leave this in the plain black color because it's coming on a stand, so I think I like that a little bit better. So we are getting our little stands, because we are using this as a stand. I'm going to go for the lines this way. I'm going to get my boots, and I'm going to glue them on top of here. So I will do some glue in the middle, and in the middle over here, and we go over here. So make sure that you have enough, because your whole nutcracker is standing on it. So, and just place it over here in the middle, and make sure that you have it in a straight line this way. And I'm going to squeeze it, press it down, and let this dry. I'm going to take the other one. I will do the same, of course, a little bit more glue over here in the middle, and in the middle over here. Make sure that you have enough, like this. And we're going to place it also on top of here. And we straighten it out. And we let this dry also. So our boots are drying and now I'm going to glue the face on top of here. I'm still debating if I like the eyes or not. Like I said, I wish I could sign my own eyes because I liked it so much better and make a nice a little mustache with black, but I am not, like I said, I wish I could, but I'm still not totally for sure if I like the eyes or not. So I'm leaving them out for a little moment and think about it. So, and I'm going to do the head, of course, and in the middle over here. Make sure that you don't glue this side, the smallest part, because this will be the standing out of your nutcracker. So only glue in this side. And then again, lay it on top of here. Make sure that you have a nice straight line and press it down this way and keep it in place for a couple of seconds, maybe minutes. So if you want to wait with me, no, I will cut it out. I will cut this out. Of course, I will do with the other head the same. Just do some glue, not totally at the end, but a little bit more in the middle, like this. And we're going to place it down and press it over here. And make sure that you have a nice straight line this way. And I'm going to set this. And now we're going to do, like I said, only on this side of the head and a little in the middle. So we make sure that the less glue will come out. And again, we're going to place it over here and squeeze it and let this dry also for a couple of minutes. And then the only step we need to do is glue the nutcracker on top of our boots, and then he is finished. And here you see a quick impression of our tumbling towel blocks and nutcrackers, and I'm so happy how both of them turned out. This was my first time making a real nutcracker from wood, so I am really thrilled how this one is turning out. Of course, I hope you give it also a try. If I can recommend one DIY for the Christmas season, this will be at least already one of it. So give it a try and you can give your own twist on it, give it some beard, give it some tooth, give it some maybe some eyes. I like the neutral way like this one is. Of course, I hope you did this DIY already together with me and you already have now 2 nutcrackers for yourself. But if you only love to watch, of course, I hope you had fun watching. And if you like this content and you like more DIYs, come on over to my description box. There you find the link for our DIY channels, for this channel and of course our main channel Deco Easy. So enough to see. I hope you give it a try. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. It would help my channel a lot and it doesn't cost you anything. So enough talking. I wish you all an amazing day and see you next time. Bye.